Here's some bonus content from our Food Scientist on Weed episode. We're calling it Cannabis Food Manufacturing 101.
This is Cornucopia.
My recommendation to companies is, to really look at their products as a drug delivery system, and that they need to have good manufacturing practices and standards that are at least equivalent to dietary supplements, and that they really pay attention and get active in the regulatory environment to shape it so that it keeps the companies out that have highly variable products or products that have some safety issues, because those products are the ones that are hurting the marketplace overall. So the sophistication of this industry is relatively low in terms of the regulatory and the scientific environment that would allow these consistent products to be trusted as a whole. And we'll see. California is going to be an interesting transition, because there's a lot of companies who are not going to be able to meet the standards that are going into effect in January of 2018. And so there's going to be kind of a shakeup in the existing market with, some new players coming in, and also the concern about the supply chain. I guess I want to reemphasize the ability to get consistent raw material for your particular application. So there's various grades of cannabis oil. There's various levels of distilling of cannabis oil. You can get cannabis oil THC oil that is almost clear like a vegetable oil, with very little flavor components coming through, so you don't get the cannabis weed taste, to products that are very crude and still have a lot of waxes and other plant materials in there that can make it difficult to formulate a product, but also make it very difficult to overcome that weedy taste, which looking at it from the consumer side, I've talked to consumers with several clients, and some people like myself want to taste a little bit of that cannabis flavor, because then we know it's there, and it actually has, for me, kind of a positive nostalgic effect. Your brain anticipates what's coming. Other people who don't like that taste, find it very objectionable, would prefer not to know that there was cannabis in there. So if it's a gummy, I want it to taste like a gummy. It's an interesting field. I mean, I really enjoy working with companies, trying to give them solutions to, their particular product concerns, and also their particular consumer market. Acceptance varies by demographic. It varies by, tolerance of, usage of other cannabis products. So those people who use cannabis, smoke or vape cannabis regularly have a higher tolerance, and many of those, don't like edibles because they don't get that instant effect. So it's just a really complex market. But from a manufacturing standpoint, there's a lot of regulation, and getting a marijuana license carries a lot of responsibility in terms of providing essentially a drug product in a food form, which is very difficult.
Yeah, and add in the human jackass factor. It's going to be interesting to see as this develops. Jerry Nicholsberg, the economist we talked to, mentioned there's already in Colorado a developing cannabis tourism industry. So clearly people are going to be traveling back home with products they purchased in states where it's legal, and where that will start to influence federal law. With our leader at the top, nobody knows. But Mary Mulry, food scientist. Mary, thanks again.
I love you, Alice B. And so does Gertrude Stein. I love you, Alice B. I'm gonna change your name.